Okay, hi everybody. This is going to be a surprise review. Um, I found this show. The animation's not special to look at. And I just went on Anime News Network, not Anime News Network, Anime List. These people who write reviews on there. A lot of people didn't like it at all, and I'm wondering why. Some people were just saying it's generic. The animation's not very good. Others are saying didn't follow the light novel. What do I know? The show I'm talking about, The Angel Next Door, spoils me rotten. Now, right, the animation is meh, meh. You know, I don't want to say meh, but it's in that category. For me, what I look at in this show, first of all, it's a romance show. But what I liked about this show is the beginning and as you go forward in the show. And you get up to episode 12. Now, people hate it. They don't like it. It doesn't follow the light novel. Blah, 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 blah. All these stupid people on anime lists. I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, go in your corner and cry. That's nice. Me personally, though, I find it kind of crazy. Interesting, in a way. Just because, on the sole fact, I'm not counting into consideration of side characters. I'm really only talking about two characters in the show. That being Mahiru, and Amane. Just those two. The two that really is the focal point of the anime. And what I look at specifically is this show shows you exactly what's going on with these two characters throughout the show. You get proper backstory. You understand what they went through with Miharu and Amane. But the important thing that opened my mind to this in this show, why I'm giving it the rating I am, has nothing really to do with the animation. Well, and the animation's bleh. It's not great. All right. That's understandable. But that's only one part of the show. You complaining about the animation and all saying it's cookie cutter, stupid crap. Man, you gotta stop. Okay, you gotta stop. Well, I haven't read the light novel, so I don't know better. But from my experience, from my opinion, from watching this show, I have to give this a 9. It's not perfect, though. Like I said, the animation is, it's not great. It's okay. It's not like freaking, freaking Mappa or, but it's serviceable. My point is this. The beginning of this anime to the end are completely two different things. In the beginning, Amane and Miharu, they know each other. They find out that they're next door neighbors, basically. But they're strangers. And she decides to help him out. And this is all in the synopsis. Nothing really spoiler here. Helps him out. Makes food for him. Cleans his apartment. I guess that's why it's called Angel Spoils Me Rotten. Because that's what she is. At school, they call her an angel or something like that. But as you go further in the show, feelings start to develop. And you see this process episode in and episode out. Until you get to episode 11 and 12, and you're like, whoa. They actually have feelings for each other. Now, that's kind of a spoilery kind of thing, but you get the gist. It goes from being strangers to actually having feelings for one another. And by no means, do not be mistaken. The backstory of Amane, of why he goes to this school, and the backstory of Miharu is pretty sad. Especially from her. I'm not going to say what happens with her. But let's just say her backstory of why she has an apartment by herself is tragic. Very depressing, if I might add. And I think that's one of the parts of why I'm giving this such a high rating. People calling it generic and blah, 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 blah. Listen, okay, just shut it. Like, really. You really going to say that after reading that, about hearing what she went through? Okay, fine. You're complaining about the light novel. Get out of here. But for me, it really struck a chord. For both of them. And to see from the beginning of the show to how it ends, and that stream of 12 episodes, is pretty impressive, if I do say myself. Now, obviously, I haven't read the light novel. People complaining about it. They're upset about it. All right. But as far as my experience is concerned, as far as what I've seen so far in the show, this gets an 9 out of 10. Now, obviously, I'm saying that for the story and these two characters specifically. Anime as a whole, probably not. I'd probably bump it into like an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. But the 9 out of 10 is really specifically for these two characters, what we see on screen with them, and how it turns out. Side characters are okay, but but it was just such an incredible experience watching this develop from episode 1 all the way through to episode 12. Especially if you consider the fact of Amane's situation, of how basically he's a character who can't trust other people, be their friends. So that's my thoughts on it. This is going to be a quick one, but definitely check it out if you're interested. I mean, like I said, I saw some angry, I'm going to call them weeaboos. They call them weeaboos. But I disagree with them. Listen, I haven't read the novel, I can't make that comment, blah, 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 blah. Move it along. Dismissing you. But from my opinion, based on what I've seen from these 12 episodes, I really think it's great. I'm not going to put it above Tomo-chan, though. Let's not go that far. Tomo-chan is in a completely different league than this show. This show is more drama. More drama, romantic drama. Tomo-chan is like romantic comedy. I don't think I can consider this show a rom-com. I don't consider it a rom-com. I think that's probably why certain people don't like it. Maybe. Who knows? But I personally think on its own merits, it's definitely experience I think everyone should take it. I know this is probably not going to get a lot of views, this video, but I personally feel based on my experience with this show, it's kind of strange. You have two people who live next to each other. I know this has probably been done in God knows how many movies and TV shows. But really, just to see that they are kind of opposite of each other, but they live next door, and she starts going over his house, making food for him, cleaning up his apartment, it develops something. And I think that's where this show is why it deserves like a 9 or at least an 8.5 out of 10. But anyone who wants to comment on this video, go ahead, drop a comment. What are your thoughts on this show? I personally loved it to an extent. Like I said before, also I like the music. Music was pretty good too. Like I said before, some people don't like it because they read the light novel, blah, 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 blah. But if you haven't, this might be something to open up to you. I know it might not be realistic, but I personally think based on these two characters and what they've been through in the past, and they came together and they met each other and they developed a relationship over the course of 12 episodes. That, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty impressive. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Tonight I will do the last episode of Trigun. And Tomorrow's gonna be a mixed bag. Probably Saito final, the anime series review for Saito, and tomorrow night also Inspector. So next weekend we're going to start spring. That seems to be the case in my opinion. And the next week, towards the whole week of next week, I will get through the other anime series reviews that I have to do. Okay, until then, this is Banga 922. See you guys later.